Wubba lubba dub dub motherfuckers. What is going on, everyone? It is I. It is everyone's favorite jack of all trades with the foul mouth. Coming to Urban, welcome back to another awesome fucking video, guys. I greatly do fucking appreciate it. Before I do dive in this bitch, one big special shout out to all you guys. My viewers and my subscribers for sticking around watching this shit. The reason why I fucking do is for all you guys, so yeah, and anyway. July is coming up, which means it's going to be the anniversary of the maiden voyage of the SS United States. It's been 73 years ago, July the 3rd, 2025 will mark the 73rd anniversary of the beginning of the maiden voyage of the SS United States, America's flagship. And as you can see behind me, I have my travel agent's portrait, that big massive cutaway of the ship, which is actually from inside the book, Crossing on Time by David McNally, and of course my 1/600 scale model of the Big U by Revell. And I'm going to be starting off with this series of videos. There's actually going to be quite a few videos dedicated to the ship, including one I'm really excited about. I got my hands on this book from an interlibrary loan, but I will be reading it to you guys. Yes, I am going to be reading this book. It is Grandfather's Ship, the SS United States by E.B. Fletcher. This will be a series coming up. I will read this to you, and I read parts of it. It's fucking fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But as you see behind me though, that big massive cutaway, one of the best cutaways, one of the best ship cutaways I've ever fucking seen. And it was done on my favorite ship. Of course I'm fucking biased. I mean, look at my channel icon. It's the fucking SS United States, so you should know. But anyway, with this first video, we're going to be talking about the design secrets of the SS United States. And how we're going to be talking about the design secrets of the United States, I am actually going to be reading about the design secrets of the ship herself. I'm going to be reading about the design secrets of the United States as told by Robert Sturm in his book, The View from Down Below. And we're going to hear what he thinks what the actual fucking design secrets of the big ship were. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and find this right here. The design secrets. So what were the secrets of design that resulted in the construction of this remarkable ship that proudly carries the name of her origin? What accounted for her speed, reliability, safety, stability, and maneuverability? The combination of personal experience, observations, and research attempts one to integrate them all and arrive at a conclusion as to what it was that made the SS United States the success that she was. This temptation leads to a certain amount of inference and conjecture, inasmuch as it is hard to quantify some of the elements of design and operation that combine to that success. Nevertheless, certain conclusions may be reached that, if not precisely definitive, point to the factors that were instrumental in producing an exemplary product of American design, construction, and operation. The simplistic conclusion is that it's the placement of a very high-performance naval power plant within a very light hull is sufficient explanation of the secrets. This does not, however, address matters other than speed and ignores other important features, such as efficiency, safety, stability, and maneuverability. Perhaps the least obvious element of design is that of the hull form, similar to that of a high-speed naval vessel, like a destroyer. The Big U is configured like a yacht. The hollow line to the bow, which is the entrance, the shape of the afterbody, which is the run, combined with the ratio of the waterline to the width, and coupled with a lightweight aluminum superstructure, present a sleek form that moves through the sea with a minimum of exposed underwater surface. This phenomenon is readily exhibited in photos taken at speed. There is an obvious lack of a visible frothy bow wave. The production of such a wave would consume a significant amount of energy to displace a large volume of seawater, energy that would otherwise be available for efficient, speedy movement of the vessel. Another element design that has escaped notice was the selection and placement of the propellers designed by Miss Ellen Kaplan. Many tests were performed at the David Taylor Model Basin to determine the most effective combination of shapes and the correct placement for them. The results of the test and careful analysis was the ultimate placement of 2 5-bladed props for the inboard engines and 2 4-bladed props for the outboard engines. They were located 103 feet apart, 4 1/2, and designed to operate at different speeds. The inboard engines were operated at 2 revolutions per minute slower than the outboard engines. This selection, placement, and rotational speed differentiated compensated for the wash from the forward props and improved the efficiency of the after props. Propeller placement also contributed to the remarkable maneuverability of the vessel when engaged in docking and undocking. As previously noted, the Big U could virtually turn on her own axis. The single most obvious design factor that produced a record-breaking speed was indeed the combination of the selection of lightweight materials in the hull wherever practical that was propelled by extremely powerful combination of engines and boilers. The entire superstructure above the weather deck was fabricated of aluminum, which you guys remember my EPA video, 2,000 tons of the ship, including her signature funnels. Furthermore, the steel specified for the hull and its integral structure was of a special lightweight alloy. These factors resulted in much less wetted surface to move through the water, and was bore out of a relatively low consumption of fuel oil during the voyage. The Big U drew only 28 to 30 feet when fully loaded. Now, the engineering staff was provided with a comprehensive operational training program at Newport News by the designer and the shipbuilder that was put in effect in revenue service. This program was consistently followed during the ensuing years in service by the original engineering staff members and greatly contributed to the safety and reliability of the ship's performance. Needless to say, careful selection of structural and interior design materials were essential to the reduction of weight and the prevention of fire. The sum of the above-mentioned factors all contributed in one way or another to the success of the Big U. The sum in the opinion of the writer exceeded that eventual factor. Personal experience uncovered only very few issues that may, in hindsight, have been considered defective, design deficiencies. When viewed against the total number of deficiencies made regarding the construction and furnishing of the vessel, it's a remarkable achievement. Perhaps the defect that impacted the greatest number of persons, passengers, and crew members was the selection of marinite for non-structural bulkheads. Yes. Structural bulkheads, It was very selective for lightweight and fire retardant qualities, did little to provide sound suppression between cabins, and anything above a whisper seemed to be detected by neighbors. Another shortcoming was the thermostatic control of the conditioned air that was furnished in each cabin. The device did not provide the precise level of control most persons consider adequate to maintain comfortable temperatures for frequent passenger and officer complaint. And in the conclusion here it says, the common thread in all of the above design and operating factors was the assiduous attention of William Francis Gibbs. His presence was noted in all the documents that were researched for this volume, a presence that was once quiet but firm. He was contributed to virtually every decision of alterations and every selection of material. He had profound respect for design and operating engineers, but did not hesitate to overrule some of their recommendations. He maintained intimate daily communication with the ship to keep close tabs on her performance. He concluded personal inspections in New York and in the shipyards to continually evaluate her condition. When all was said and done, it might be stated in assurance that he was the real secret to the success of the SS United States. True. If anything else, it was William Francis Gibbs that probably was the true secret to the success of the ship. And I will have to agree with the author on that. And finally, this last little bit here I'll read, it's about how fast is fast. Talking about how fast the ship really was. The subject of the top speed of the SS United States has been birdied for many years. She regularly performed at 32 knots during her operating career, with frequent instances of increasing speed to 35 knots to compensate for weather, delays, or emergency situations. The maximum speed recorded on the builder's trials was 38.32 knots, with a note claiming that a half a knot was lost due to significant 20-knot headwind. A reading of 247,785 shaft horsepower SHP was recorded for the event. Rumor amongst the engineers who have been part of the original crew that had the real top speed was 43 knots. Furthermore, the ship as built was furnished with fewer burners installed in each boiler than the total number that was initially specified by the United States Navy. That being said, it's quite likely that the absolute top speed was never been attempted, let alone achieved. Neither has a record been made of the latent maximum shaft horsepower. Having said all that, it is of the opinion of the writer, based on interference, that the Big U was run up to 43 knots on the acceptance trials, but the figure was not normally formally recorded. Indeed, the only brief notation of the official trial run at Surface Sturm Research leaves a record of 6 different speed runs made between June the 9th and June 10th. However, the data for run number 4 is conspicuously left blank. It has also been stated that she achieved a speed of excess of 20 knots while moving astern during her trials. Damn. So, you see guys, the SS United States is a fucking amazing ship. An amazing ship. Amazingly designed. She's a fucking powerhouse, and she's literally America afloat. And I don't fucking understand why anybody, let alone some jackasses in Florida, would want to sink her. I don't fucking get it. I'm hoping that the coalition can save her, but it's looking kind of bleak. So there you have it, guys. That is what made the SS United States so great in her design secrets, as told by Mr. Robert Sturm in his amazing book, SS United States, A View from Down Below. And if you have any more questions or comments about anything, leave in the fucking comment section below, and I'll get back with you. And if you're new to the channel, you like the shit I fucking do, hit the fucking subscribe button, hit the ding notification bell. Never miss a video from yours truly ever again. Until next time, this is Commander Urban saying, have smooth seas and clear skies. Happy sailing with you. God bless you all. Take care, stay safe, be yourselves. Jesus and the good Lord love y'all very much. Until next time, I'll catch you on more trade when the hell anyone knows, and anchors away, motherfuckers, and God bless the SS United States, and so long.